name's Chris Jones. One of the thousands of Aussies called Jones. I'm a South Australian, born in Adelaide. Like a lot of my mates, when the war began in Korea, I reckoned there was a job to be done, so I enlisted. And then one morning, out I march onto Kingsford Smith Airport in Sydney. We're a draft for the 3rd Battalion Royal Australian Regiment, and we're on our way to the war. No bands, no streamers. Up the gangway into an airliner like a bunch of big businessmen off to a conference. When Grandad sailed in a troopship to Gallipoli, he wouldn't have dreamed of this. The flying trooper with the lounge seats and the chicken salad lunch. You're bound for Tokyo, and Tokyo's quite a place. 3rd biggest city in the world. Big department stores and everything you can think of in the windows. And plenty to look at. You even find yourself looking at it twice. This was General MacArthur's headquarters. Now, the Japanese are running their own country. The great moat that surrounds the Imperial Palace is full of golden carp that are practically tame. It's the home of the Emperor Hirohito, and the Imperial Palace is the heart of Japan. A big house for a big shot. In the palace garden is Yoko. She's called Jacqueline for short. Any soldier will tell you that there are 2 races in Japan, the men and the women. Somehow they don't seem to prefer the men. Ah, well, goodbye, Yoko. Goodbye, Tokyo and the night lights. Next stop, Korea. Seoul's the capital of Korea. It used to be a modern city. You can see that from what's left of it. From what's left of the Capitol building where Parliament met. 6 months ago, guns were blazing in the streets. This is what happens when world communism moves in on a country. This is the kind of mess that it makes of a place where people thought they could live and be happy. What does a man think of the gang who sent people to living in caves, to trying to keep their families decent, dragging their lives along in the ruins of their homes? You haven't got to be a politician to work it out. Outside the wreck of Seoul, the southern Koreans carry on. They thresh their grain with the flail, the way the Bible says people did 2,000 years ago. So you go up country, up near the 38th parallel. That's where there's what they call a truce. It's been on for months now, and all those months the South Korean people have been waiting for a truce to turn into a liberation. You're going up to the line. Every minute of every day, the convoys are going up the roads to the line too. You reach the Imjin River, a big river now that it's summer. In the winter, the ice is so thick you can drive a big truck over it. You're getting near the line. You can hear the war now. So can the South Koreans who live around here. They believe in you. They believe you're, well, all right. They even learn bad habits from you. It's hot up here in the summer. Hot for the MP who used to be a London cop. White dust is inches thick. It gets in your nose and your mouth and your ears, inside your shirt, inside your boots. You keep on chewing it. You get clear of that main road, and you come out of the dust to the dogs. These are the mine dogs. They're every kind of breed. They wouldn't win prizes at a dog show. But Jack's detected 4,000 mines since he's been in Korea. And Pooch the pup, who comes from a village down the road, is being trained in the same job. In this war, both sides sowed the valleys with hundreds of thousands of mines, anti-tank, anti-personnel. The dogs have a special sense for finding them. They squat where the mines are buried. Their masters dig up the mines. Sometimes it doesn't work out. The dogs never get their names among the casualties. 25-pounders are kicking up a noise. It's the New Zealand outfit, throwing them at the Chinese on the hill crests over yonder. The old firm of Anzacs on the job again. 3rd Battalion Headquarters. Here's where the Aussie and the United Nations flags are flying. The big job in a war is keeping the supplies up to the line. The mortars and the shells and the rations. Mortars are useful just now. They hammer back the chinks till they start to realize that this is a truce with teeth in it. Now it's your turn to go up to the line. Along the trenches to the forward post. Reminds you of the pictures of Gallipoli in the history books. The chinks open up. The lieutenant gives the gunners the drill. Their answer comes right back. After that, during the lull, you take time out for lunch or to catch up with your letters home. Boy, was that close. They're putting on a hate. Bill's bowled over. The loop puts in a call for the air ambulance. And in no time at all, Uncle Sam sends the old egg beater, the ambulance helicopter. They fly them anywhere, put them down anywhere, often under fire. You carry your wounded mate right to the helicopter and load him aboard. It's all so simple. So simple that it gets the wounded man back to hospital in 20 minutes. And that's what saves his life. It's saved hundreds of lives since this Korean show started. It does you a lot of good to know that if you cop it, you'll be looked after so fast. Bill's okay, but the comms are still hitting at you. You pour it back at them and discourage them out of this attack. And that'll be all, till the next one starts. All's quiet again, but for the radio with news from Australia.
Hopes to ease the present blackout restrictions. On the Korean front, all is quiet as the truce continues. And Randwick races today.
So night falls. You turn into your hoochie. That's what you call a dugout. And listen to the evening lullaby. And think of home. But you're here on a job. A big job that's got to be done. For yourselves, for the folks back home. We'll be here till that job's over.